unsupervised machine learning. Okay, so what is supervised machine learning means? We are going to testing the data with using the labeled data, that is a trained data. But coming to unsupervised machine learning. So unsupervised machine learning, we cannot classify this training set, this is a testing sets like this, okay? Like a supervised machine learning, okay? So from the data, the system will be discover the pattern from the that is a previous undetected one. Okay, so this example, see the smallest example for understanding. This is an input which I given to the machine. So machine will be do the processing and then it will be categorize the shapes and then that particular colors like that they can categorize into the, these are for one categories, this is another categories like this. So if you go for learning the algorithm, unsupervised algorithm means, so for example, it allow the users to perform more complex processing. So compared to the supervised learning. Okay, so for example, just to see this one smallest basic example for how the unsupervised machine learning will be work on the baby. Okay, so just to see, so baby, just to have, that is a dog in that home. So how baby identify the dog in order to that is a touch and then hands. So like that only, okay. So once the dogs is familiar, that is a friend to the particular, that is a babies means, even the babies goes to another home, otherwise another family, and then well, for example, just to see recognition for the features with the even a, that is another dog is available in that particular home means the baby understand that is a dog's. Okay, so that is a it will be identify the animals. Okay, so how means in order to have their capability, so that's understanding we are going to apply for the unsupervised machine learning. So this is a small example how our brain will be learn from the basic. Okay. So just to talk about the unsupervised machine learning. Why? Okay. So just talk about the why machine learning, unsupervised machine learning. 1 minute. Okay. So see to that, why unsupervised machine learning? Okay, so unsupervised machine learning find all kind of unknown patterns in the data. So that's why we are going to using. Okay, one more is a that is a supervised method helps to find features which can be useful for the categorizations. Okay, so mainly it will be go for the categorical data only. Okay, so it is taken place in a real time. So all the input data to be analyzed and labeled in the presence of the learners. Okay. So another one is it is easier to get unlabeled data from the computer than labeled data. So which needed for the manual interventions. Okay. So these are the main reason why we are going to using the unsupervised machine learning. So in unsupervised machine learnings, we are going to talk about the clustering. So how the clustering will be occur? See, this is a one small sample data. There is a different variety of potatoes. Okay, so the system will be categorized based on the colors and then shapes. So take the decisions. Identify the similar groups from the data. So these are the main behind they can having a different kind of algorithm to there is a categories of the data as well. Okay, so this is a that is a types of clustering you can utilize. So see to that that is a exclusive, agglomeratic, and then overlapping probabilistics. Okay, so just to see the that is a exclusive, that is a partitioning clustering method. Okay, so in this partitioning clustering method, so example is a k-means clustering. So okay, so later will be learned further their own algorithms and all. Okay, so in this clustering method, so data are grouped in such a way that one data can be belonging to one cluster only. Okay, so that is a partitioning. So another one is a agglomerative clustering techniques means like every data is a clustering. That is a interactive unions between the two nearest cluster reduce the number of the clusters. Okay. So for example, hierarchical clustering is the example for this agglomerative clustering. Later will be discuss about these topics and all. Okay, so overlapping here they can apply for the fuzzy sets. So used for the clustering data. So each points may belonging to or more clustering in the separated degree of the memberships. Okay. So example is a fuzzy C means clustering. Last one is a probabilistics. This techniques uses probability distributions to create the clusters. So for example, basic on the following keywords, for example, men shoes, women shoes, and then like this, okay? So maybe they can categories for shoes or a glove or man or women like that. Depends on the data which is given. So that is called it for the probability listics one. Okay, so these are the four variety of clustering types is there. Okay, so based on the types they can having, these are the clustering types in machine learning. Hierarchy clustering, K means clustering. So K nearest neighbors clustering, principal component analysis, singular value decompositions, independent component analysis and all. Okay, so we'll discuss for one way with the examples. That is a practice exercise as well. Okay, so just to see the hierarchy clustering is the algorithm which builds a hierarchy of the clusters. It means with all data which is assigned to the cluster of their own. Okay. So two closest cluster are going to the same cluster. This algorithm ends when there is only one cluster at the left side. Okay. So this is one small example just to see hierarchical clustering, especially they can using for the dendrogram only. Okay. So the levels of the each and every data they can representations. Okay. So this is one small example for understanding the hierarchy library. That is a hierarchy clustering. As usual, go for importing the that is a packages here. NumPy, matplot.pyplot, pandas they can import. Okay. So after that, so just to see, this is a one smaller data set which I uploaded. Okay. So this data set I already shared in that SAP group as well. Just you can go for upload it to the Colab notebook. Small customers. Okay. So this CSV file, which contain, okay, so customer ID, that is a gender, and then age, annual income, spending scores. So here, there are 200 entries in this particular customer, that is a mall customers informations. So just to see this one. Okay, so here I'm going to, as usual, we are going to splitting the datas. So the data is a third to four. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I go for a X annual and then spending a score. There is a available. No, 1 minute. Let me move a little bit. 3, 4. So 3, 4, they can represent for the X and then that is using the I location function, and then 1 minute. Okay, so this is one small example they can given. Let me go for run the import libraries and then go for run the scoring as well. Okay, so just read CSV file which is used to reading the informations, and then from this information it will be converted to that is a two-dimensional arrays, that is representation for pandas, and then it's stored on the data set. So from the data set I go for defining X is that is a third and then fourth one. Okay, so if you want to print X value, see the output, you can able to see. Okay, let me,
Miss Shraddha.
1 minute, Miss Rajesh.
Okay.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me share to you.
Yeah, I was about to ask about the more customer.
Okay, so coming to, okay, is it my screen is visible to you?
Yes.
Okay, see to that.
No, hang on. Can you share this CSV?
Yes. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so let me explain this one. Okay, so I want to just assign this annual income and then spending score to X variable. So that's why I am going to define colon 3 comma 4. So that is the third index position to fourth index position value, which is I assign here. So if you go for assigning there, okay, so you can able to see the output as well. If you want to see what are the value which is assigned on that particular X variable, you can go for printing the X. Okay, so that's why I use this particular method, this method. So here this colon representations for just I give the explanation as well down. Please refresh your column. You can able to see the that is a explanation as well. Okay. So here that is a usage for using a here this iLocate function. I want to just copy the because mall customer which having customer ID and then customer gender, age, annual income, spending score, everything. Okay. So, but I want to take annual income and then that particular spending score only. So that's why I am going to using this iLocate function. So this function which is return the value for the third to fourth index value which is assigned to X. So this data set which is convert the information to two-dimensional array. So that's why I am going to using here this statement. Okay. So from this, I am going to convert this data that is annual income and then spending scores to that is a hierarchy format. Okay. So it will be 1 minute. Let me, because 200 entries, no. So it will be go a little long. Sorry. Let me make a this line comment line, right? Okay, so X which consists of the annual income and then spending. So from this X, I am going to convert the informations. Okay, so here I am going to using the word method. This word method which is especially used to converting your data to like a pentagram, like a hierarchical structure. Okay, so here I go for a display the diagrams with their title and then Y labels, that is labels as well. So labels which is representation for the customers informations for example take for a that is a male customer, female customers like this. So here that is Y labels which is that is a distance Euclidean distance of the particular that is data. Okay, so here in this pentagram see this one. So basic on the X value, that X value is annual income and then scores, no. So from this one they can build the pentagram, that is a hierarchical plotting. So here this plotting which is derived from a level of the data based on the that is a data set. Okay, so here in this diagram, see the top level. This is a top level. Okay, so one. So second level, third level. This is a small example understanding for the levels. How the level will be there in that pentagram. Okay. So that's why we are going to using here. So pentagrams means, okay, 1 minute, let me close. Okay, so pentagram is diagrams that show the hierarchy relationship between the objects only. It is mostly created for the output is a hierarchical clustering. Okay, So let me, okay, so I want to know little more about this statement. Okay. So nowadays, Google also they can go with the artificial intelligence concepts, no? See, oh, I need this informations. Okay. Gemini, right? Google they can using the Gemini artificial intelligence tools, right? Okay, let go with the small notes for this parameter. Why the parameter is there as well? Okay. Okay. So this is another clustering model for a data set, that is a agglomeratic clustering. If you go for agglomeratic clustering means they can using for the built-in methods only. Okay, so this agglomeratic clustering which is consist of the sklearn cluster, that is a super like a package or libraries. Okay, so from this we can go for detecting the that is our categories of data. So, okay, let me go for run this one. So you can able to see the predictions. Okay. So if you want to see means you can go with printing the YH. That is one. You can hierarchical clustering. So you can able to see the data which is written for the so YH. There is a hierarchical clustering fitting. Okay. So from this, just go for a visualization for the data. The visualization for the data will be that is classify in the levels 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So cluster 1 representation for the red color, blue color, green color. So based on the annual income spending score, they can categorize. So if it is annual income is between to 20 to 40, so what are the spending scores? They can categorize here. So if the annual income is like, for example, 65 to like 140, so the spending score is, for example, 0 to 40 means they can categorize like this. Suppose annual income is like, for example, just to see, 65 to 140, but a spending score is like this means let it go for 60 to 100 means how it will be there. So they can classify based on that data. So that's why we are going to using this clustering. So with the different data passing. So just a scatter graph only they can do, but a categories graph especially used for that particular range based on the annual income and then spending scores. So please try for your side. You can define any colors, your wish only. Okay. So see parameter representation for the colors. So here that is see. So scatter graph for X and then a new Y value and then labels. So cluster level they can define.
Mister, the data is called market basket, is it?
Mall customers data set.
I don't think you have shared more customers CSV in the SRP chat.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me share.
Thank you.
So the data set which I downloaded from Kaggle data set only. Wait, so please download. So see to that, please refresh your Colab notebook. So see to that, this is one more a small example program for a students performance clustering using the hierarchical clustering. Okay, so based on the students that is study habits, the performance will be there. Okay, so you can identify the learning behavior patterns from the students study habits as well as a performance. So these are the library which is imported on this one. Okay, so NumPy, Pandas, SciPy library, especially hierarchical, which is imported from dendrogram as well as a linkage. And then clustering, agglomerate clustering, that is a model which is from sklearn clustering. Okay, so this is one small. Is it my screen is visible to you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fine. So here we are going to create one small data set. The data set which is this is a one dictionary data set. Okay. So dictionary which is having the student ID along with the study hour. Based on the study hour, the exam scores will be there. Okay. If study hour is 2 hours means exam score is a 45. It will be increase means it will be increase the marks as well. Okay. So like that we build one small data set. So from the data set, we are going to do the analysis with using the hierarchical clustering based on the behavior of the students, study hour and then examination scores. Okay. So here, so students which consist of a data frame of the data. Okay, so whatever data is there, it will be converted to two-dimensional array and then assigned to students. Okay, if you want to see the sample data, so you can print the students information, you can able to see the sample data. See the top, the sample data is available. Okay, so now I am going to give the informations. I go for give the information for first index and then second index values to x. So for there is a zeroth index value, first index and then second index. So based on the study hours, exam scores is there. Okay. So I go for taking this two is my data. Okay. So from here, this figure, no, here so far we discuss about visualization charts like a bar chart, bar chart. Even recently we discuss about the dendrograms as well. Okay, so figure also one kind of visualization. We can able to draw the like a picture. Okay, so you can mentioning the that is a length, that is a height as well as a width of the particular picture as well. So that's why we are going to using the figure here. Figure and then mentioning the figure size. The figure size is mentioned for the, that is a height as well as a width. Okay. So after that, that is a dendrograms we are going to plot with using the linkage method X as well as a method for the word. That is a basic and the link. It will be go for a take the hierarchical class. That is a hierarchical diagrams. That's why I am going to use the dendrogram method here. Okay. So this, okay. So as usual, X is representation for the students and then Y is a representation for the Euclidean distance. The distance of the data is 1. Okay, so after that, just we go for using the hierarchical clustering, especially agglomeratic clustering method we are going to using here. So number of cluster we choose 2. So here matrix, that is a Euclidean distance matrix and then linkage is a word, that is a link between one data to another data, that is used for the word method. So just to go for fitting, predict the fitting for the Y hierarchical clustering. So after that we'll go for a draw the scatter graph. Okay. So just to see, this is a scatter graph, how the performance and the particular students based on that work, that is a study hour as well as a mark score. There is a score. Okay. So cluster 1, there are 3 clustering we classify, no? So here one category which is come under the low performer. So second category which is under for the average performer. And then last category, that is a high performers based on the, that is a study hours. So if study hours increase means the scores will be also increased. So that students under for the high performer categories. Okay. So it will be have such a one to predict. So this is a one more example for a how the students' performance is there based on the study hours. Okay, using the hierarchical clustering. So from this data which is given, no, so we can categorize the peoples. So previous example, each and everything is separated for individual code cell and then go for a explanation. This one, put it on all the, that is getting data, importing the data, converting the data, and then go for a dendrogram to convert the hierarchical clustering, and then go for a finding the informations as well from the categorical data. So all in a single program. See, study hours will be increased. The scores also increase. Study hours, it will be decrease. The course also decrease. So this is one small activities. Yes, talk about the machine learning, generally data science machine learning. Without touching the iris flower, we cannot go. Okay, so there are three variety of iris flower is there: breed iris and then unbreed and then touch iris. Okay, so from this iris flower, how it will be classified? Okay, so just I go for downloading the iris data set from the Google and then go for do the analysis. So in the data set, the information is available based on the sepal length of the particular that particular flower and then sepal width of the flower and then petal length and then a petal width. So flower type, there are three flower types which is having zeroth type and then 1th type and then 2th type. Okay. So here from the third type, I go for do the hierarchy analysis and then classify the flowers. Okay. Three variety of flowers. Okay. So that's why we are going to using this program, especially hierarchical clustering. So here these are the data set. Data set is from the sklearn. So these are the visualization, converting to dimensional, converting to data frames. That's why we are going to using the pandas. Okay, can just see this one. I go for loading the iris data sets to a data set from this data set. So the value will be assigned to iris. From iris, I convert the data to two-dimensional and then convert assign to iris data. So from iris data, I am going to just features the names as the columns and then target data to flower type. Okay, so this is a target data. Okay, so here this head method which is used for display the top 5 row of information from your that is a data frame. So 0 to 4. Okay, so top 5 row of information from the data which is stored on that particular that is a data sets. Okay, so along with the title which is display here. If you run this program, you can able to see the output is like this. So from this data set, top 5 it will be written. Okay. So if you want to see all the data means just go for print iris data set. See, there are 150 rows and then 5 columns of data which is available. Okay. So now I go for do the hierarchy clustering to classify. Okay. So that's why we are going to using this algorithm visualization. So type 1, type 2, type 3. Like that I go for classifying the 3 iris flower. So that's why we use this visualization techniques. So
No,
from
hang on, Miss Rhoda. So which part of these are actually unsupervised? Are we using the predefined functions? Because for the
Predefined,
supervised, so it's,
predefined function only. We
I
are not
see,
using any new one.
I see.
Scatter, legend, figure, iris data dot ilog, everything we are going to using the predefined function only. Okay, so the thing is, what data set you are going to work. Okay, mostly depend on the data set. You can go for importing the library, go for using the predefined methods.
Mm-hmm.
So all are the predefined methods only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just categories based on the type of the particular flower. First, 1, 2, 3. These are the types. Okay.
But the parameters is still being defined by us, right?
Yes.
So for example, in this case, can you go down a little bit? Go down a little bit. Okay, yes. Okay. For example, right, fixed size,
Figure
20,
size, we are going to
yeah,
mention the figure size. Length and
okay,
as well as the width. You can modify as well.
understand. So meaning that even for unsupervised,
Mm.
how to say, machine learning, right? There
Mm.
are certain, how to say, constraint or parameters that we have to set.
Come again?
So for unsupervised machine
Ah,
learning,
mm.
we still need to define or parameters that would actually help with the clustering.
Okay, fine. So here, unsupervised machine learning, they can cluster the data, they can classify. But classification, they don't go for directly. They must need some input from our side.
Oh,
So
still need
that,
input. Okay.
yes, that input is a data set. Even I can fix our output is this much size only. So that's why we are going to giving some restrictions there.
Mm, because I thought for unsupervised, it's the, how to say, data telling us what's the pattern rather than us
Okay,
setting the parameters.
okay.
So
So
if they
you
say
must
most of
mention,
the,
yeah,
go ahead,
something
go ahead.
we must mention.
Mm, because I understand
Mm,
from supervised learning,
mm,
we define the characterization, right? So the program execute the characterization. But
yes,
for unsupervised, meaning we still define some parameters and then the program does the calculation for us.
exactly.
Okay.
So this is further categories of information from the iris dataset. So this is one more example. Okay, what is the data set here? ccgeneral.csv dataset. Okay, 1 minute. Let me share that as well.
Does that mean unsupervised is easier than supervised? Things like that. I don't know. Because it's just all like calling the um existing psyche, right? Like mm, modules, yes, I think like calling the modules.
Just I downloaded this from one of the Kaggle project only. Even I give that a reference link on the top of each and every one where I download this particular coding. Okay. So here, this is a one more CSV file. So just we can go for using the like see customer ID, balance, customer frequency, purchasing information, on and off purchasing information, installment purchasing, cash advance, every information. It's around 8,950 entries. See, the volume is a little more. So So they can go for do some clustering, that is especially hierarchical clustering. So if you see the that is a dendrograms, and then see agglomeratic clustering with the scatter, as well as different variety of algorithms they can apply. See one more algorithm, that is agglomatics, hierarchical clustering, clusters. So this is another one. See the changes for the pictures, how it will be categorize the data. Yes.
Yep.
So yeah. So please try for your side.
So when we say machine learning, right, meaning that as we continue running the program, the machine will learn itself, right? Kind of an accumulation of information. So in this case, or we're not there yet. I guess I'm trying to see how does the clustering will evolve if the
Yes.
it will evolve.
It's more smaller information. Okay. Yes. grouping house based on the area and the price using agglomerated clustering. Okay. So house area, price, square feet, house data set. Okay, so taken per area as well as the price is the informations. Pentagram, Euclidean distance, agglomeratic, and then I'll go with the low price house, mid-range house, premium house. So based on the square feet and then price. Okay. So this is one more example how we are going to do the analysis for this just grouping the house based on the area and the pricing. Okay. So see to that, this is actual data. So these are the data, just creating one dictionary only. That's a sequential data structure. From here, using data frame, converting the information to two-dimensional array, and then display what are the data which is available. From the data, I go with the x is a, that is an independent variable is a, that is a area, and then that is a price. Okay, so from that we are going to design that particular dendrogram graph. So fixing the size as well as that is a height as well as a width. So okay, Euclidean distance, show the dendrogram graph. So after that you can go for using the agglomeratic clustering. So to grouping the house based on the low price house, mid-range house, and then premium house. Okay, so red color, blue color, green color, which is representation. See, the square feet is a 800 to 1000 range means it which is fall under the mid range. So square feet is see, it will be around 1250 like this to this mid range means that is a premium house. If square feet and then price, both square feet versus price. Okay. So both will be, this much means this is a low price house. So we can grouping the data like this, grouping the houses based on the square feet and then that is price. So this is one more example. Refresh your Colab notebook. You can able to see this example as well. So this is another type of clustering. K means clustering. So it's help to find the highest value for each iterations. Initially desired number of clusters are selected. Okay. So further it will be classified to two, agglomeratic and then a dendrogram. Agglomeratic means the cluster, K means cluster start with the fixed number of clusters. It allocate all data in the exact number of the cluster. So method do not record the number of clusters, so it will be taken from the input. But dendrograms, cluster method, each level will be represent possible clustering. The highest of the dendrogram shows the level of similarity between two joints clusters. So same all customers, just go for K means so K means clustering options. Okay, taking. Okay, so here they can using the elbow method to draw the line graph. So here K means, so from the range 1 to 11, we can go for a draw the graph. So here they can using the different methods to achieve this one. Plotting range within the cluster sum of the squares where range is 1 to 11. So from here you're going to using to convert the k-means. So k-means they can call the predefined method which passing the values only. So they can take the random state is 42. Okay, so initially k-means plus plus it will be go for a next one. So number of cluster which is equal to I. So it will be take the ranges. So, total 1 to 11 means 10 clusters. So predict the YK means. From YK means we can go for the visualizations. See. So this yellow color, that is a centroid one. Okay. This is another example. This is small example. Not only we use for the only text data. Just we know about reading the images, converting the images to grayscale, and then you can use some other that is methods here. Okay, so just leave it. If you want to try means you can go for try this um, programs as well. That is here I upload one small JPG file that is a tiger picture. It is tiger, my tiger, and then both I need. Okay, so this method, okay. So computer visions. So this is a package especially used for a like image videos means you can using this particular package. So imread function which is used to image read method. Okay, so here this method read the image and then assign the image to img value. So from this img I go for a converting to that is a grayscale. So generally the second parameter 0 means that is a representation for the monogram image. Okay, so this program just which is not under for the clustering and just a small intro. Okay, so once you run the program, so you can able to see this is the output. Okay, so this tiger 2 is actual your image. So this tiger 3 is a grayscale image. So imread which is used to read the image, imwrite which is used to write the image. Okay, so whatever data which is in that particular original picture, it will be right as it is. So whatever data in that original pictures, it will be converted to grayscale. So which is right to another image. So that is this imwrite means it will be create new picture. So which is stored there. So this is another example. For example, color quantizations. Okay, so here. So in order to reduce the memory occupies for the image, so we can generally colors combination is RGB colors only. Okay, So we need to do some techniques to reduce the that is colors, as well as it will automatically reduce the that is memory space. So we use this one. We can so K means clustering. We are going to apply for a color quantization. So here, as usual, home picture. So read the home picture. See the home picture. So this is actual home picture. It's a high resolution, so memory will be take more. So I just go for do some K means clustering. So it will be reduce the RGB colors, that one, as well as reduce the memory size as well. So we can go for using these techniques. So im function, im read the function. So until empty, usually it will be read the entire images, okay. So until is null, it will be, if suppose if the JPG file is, if anything happens to not properly readed, means IMG file which having the IMG variable which have the none value. Okay, so if it is a none means image not found, otherwise failed to load, like that it will be show the image. So otherwise we can go for a reading the image, and then so especially we can go for a reading the color. So that is RGB colors from the image. So after that, reshaping the image to like -1, 3, and then it will be there for the floating for the 32. Okay, so NumPy, that is a two-dimensional array conversion, and then criteria, and then some techniques we can apply here. So finally, again, after reshaping the arrays, go for converting the image. So after converting the image, write the image. This is an actual new image, which is a save for that one. So it will be plotted. Okay, so if you run the program, you can able to see like this. So this is your original image. This is a K-means clustering image. See the difference? So result 2. That is a K-means cluster image. So K means clustering. We'll go for one more exercise. Okay, 1 minute. Let me check it. Plenty of example which is available in Kaggle. Okay. Whenever you free, just go for a learn little more, work on little more exercises. One more examples for a K means clustering with the sample data. Okay. Data. So we'll go for classifying the employee based on the experience and then salary using the K-means cluster. Okay, so we'll try. Okay. classifying employees based on the experience. So 10 employees along with the years of experience, salary is there. So converted to data frames and then converting to that is years of experience and then salary will take as a input. So go for k-means clusterings with the random state 42 fitting the x values and then append the method elbow method. Okay, let me run. So see, these are the input using elbow method. So next k-means clustering to classify the employees based on the experience, like a juniors employee, middle level employee, and then senior level employees with using the centroid one. Please refresh your Colab notebook. Please try for your side. If you have any question, let me know. And then we will explain for k nearest neighbors. Give me 5 minutes, I will be back. Even now, sometimes if you want to install any package for a collab means just you can go with the using this like this. There is exclamation symbol and then pip and then install and then respected. There is a packages. For little more exercise for